They say games are played on the... The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run off them.
And the quarterback pulled up to the red, sacked at the 12.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Bobo. Punts it out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Knocked off his feet. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Commodores are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The screen, and watch out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's Spears. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Spears. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce. On the move at the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bobo. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Law. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quick release by the QB. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The sure hands, it's Connor. Oh my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. He's got it on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Commodores send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking left. Hauls it in. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's got him. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Connor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On the run, it's Ball. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The screen, he's got wheels. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Makes the grab. It's Bruce. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. On target. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Going for it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's long. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They go right back to him. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
The Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Slithers into space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Running back searching for a hole. Inside the 25. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's long. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Bobo. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Missed the connection on second, now looking at a third down. Using the quick game. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. On target to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorn. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The a scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bobo. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Wants to go up top. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback.
To kick this one away. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bobo. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. A fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Under fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, running back gets the give. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. To the ground with the back.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Hits him with a stiff arm. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a trap meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over Texas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.